All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Become one of the players in the palace, because this is the Players Palace, and I'm Patrick. And we have a lot to get to today regarding Detroit Lions football. I swear, I'm just going to say fan bases in general, all of y'all are horrible. All of y'all are absolutely terrible. All of this talk about firing Dan Campbell is just ridiculous. It's honestly absolutely ridiculous for the simple matter of the fact that this game, sure, parts of it was his fault in play calling and whatnot, but we all know whose fault it really is. And I'm not going to sit here and put all of the blame on Jared Goff, but the simple matter of the fact, our defense did the best they could, but they got absolutely tired at the end of the game. What more do you want from this defense? Man, I was watching Woodward Sports earlier, and they was bringing up a lot of good points. Shout out to Easy, man. But it was a lot of good points being made, especially, like we all know, none of these guys are NFL starters for real on our defense, and yet these guys are pulling out some amazing stuff. Amani Oruwariye, he's in consideration for a Pro Bowl. You know, he just got his 5th pick of the season. It would have been his 6th if, and even then, that was supposed to be a pick because I'm pretty sure you just can't put your hand on somebody's helmet and just push down like that. I'm pretty sure you can't do that, but whatever. It's very unfortunate to see how people are turning on Dan Campbell this quickly, knowing that we were going to be bad. And that's very true. We were going to be a very bad football team. In my own prediction, I thought we were going to be 3-14 or 4-13. I can't remember the exact number, but I'm going to go back and look. And if you've already seen the video, I want you to tell me in the comment section. But it was one or the other, and I remember specifically saying that was still a better record than we had with Matt Patricia last year. So I wasn't mad at it. But hey, here we are, no wins. I mean, what's the difference between 3 wins and no wins? That's exactly where the Detroit Lions are if you actually look at it. We have lost now 3 games on field goals. We could easily have 4 wins on the season. We very much could have 4 wins on the season right now, and we would be the same exact team. There would be no difference. The only difference is by us being and whatever, however many games now at this point. I'm not keeping track of the losses anymore. Everybody is wanting to call for Dan Campbell's head. Everybody is saying we're an incompetent football team, where this would not be said if we literally won those other games. And what happens in all of these games? The offense is not producing enough. The offense is going 3 and out in a blink of an eye. Like literally, if you turn around for 5 seconds, turn back around, we already have Jack Fox on the field. Jack Fox is a face that everybody should know at this point because we go 3 and out so many times in one game. The defense is gassed. They're doing the best they can. You see the defense does great at the start, and over time, they gradually dissipate. They gradually get worse because our offense is not able to stay on the field for time of possession or anything. Like, it's very unfortunate to see how Aaron Glenn does not get enough credit. Yeah, he messed up with that penalty, but I did not know that was a penalty. I swear, we were talking about it all on Twitter. Hey, this happens to Detroit Lions fans all the time. It happens all the time. But it is what it is. We lost the game. Move on to next week. Personally, I wish we could move on to the draft, but we got to move on to next week. And my whole thoughts on this situation is just, I mean, we are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. You know what I'm saying? We knew this was going to happen. We absolutely all knew that we were not going to be a good team. We knew we were not going to be in playoff contention. However, things would have been different if Aaron Rodgers didn't show back up in Green Bay, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, and we're just going to have to live with it. Personally, I'm living great. I don't know how y'all are living. I sleep like a baby at night. You know, the Detroit Lions are bad. Oh, well, who cares? Guess what? I'm ready for the NFL draft. And speaking of the NFL draft, I keep seeing that come up more and more. And I personally do not want Kayvon Thibodeau. I don't know. It's just, yeah, people talk about him like a number one, but he doesn't get that number one hype that you usually feel. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting that number one draft pick hype. And the more and more I look at Kayvon, not only is it like, is he even playing the best tackles in the league? I mean, in college football, that's one thing. But all you do see, from my personal perspective, Kayvon Thibodeaux is just another Vic Beasley. Now, could Vic Beasley have been a much better NFL player if the Falcons utilized him correctly? Maybe. He could have been. But all I know is he reminds me too much of Vic Beasley, and I don't like it. One topic that has come up is trading back in the draft. Again, shout out Easy. He wanted to trade with the New York Giants. I believe it. I want it. I absolutely want it. That scared the hell out of me. I personally believe that the Detroit Lions, yes, we need studs, but at the same time, it's like we need multiple studs. So, hey, get rid of the number one pick. Trade back. Do what you got to do. But best believe, personally for me, there are plenty of things that you can see go down in this draft. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of curveballs out here. Personally, the Detroit Lions, we need guys. We need guys that we know are going to work hard. We need guys that are going to be efficient. We need guys that are going to play from start to finish. Brad Holmes is an A+, 10 out of 10 job so far in the draft. Anything Brad Holmes does, I'm going to automatically trust it. He has the rapport. He knows what he's doing. And everybody that he has drafted has been a proven guy for our team that will be a part of our team in the future. So, whatever he decides with this draft, I'm all for it. Now, let's move on with the draft. Let's say the Detroit Lions trade back. The Detroit Lions trade back, which is more than likely a move that Detroit would do if ultimately we do not trust Kayvon Thibodeaux. I know personally I don't. But if Brad Holmes doesn't, then we're definitely going to trade back. With the Giants, I hope we can. And then to get that trade off, you know what I'm saying, we would then, because I saw in the mock draft, Aiden is going 5th. Because he's already a guy who we were going back and forth with, like, do we want Kayvon or do we want Aiden? Aiden is trying to creep up into that top 3. Right now, he's number 5. But after this Michigan-Ohio State game, which Michigan will win, he may creep up higher than 5. But if he creeps up higher than 5, we're going to move around. We're going to shuffle things. But as of right now, if Aiden drops to 5, we trade back with the Giants. We get an extra first-round pick. And we get the guy that we were arguing, do we want him or Kayvon over? That's a pretty win-win situation to me. So we trade back with the Giants. They can get Kayvon. We get Aiden at 5. And then right now they're at 7 too. Here is what's interesting. I really had 3 options. Well, no. I have 2 options. The third we're gonna say later, but we have 2 options. A, we can get Kyle Hamilton to pair with Tracy Walker back there. 2 stud safeties. I like that. I really do. Because I don't think we need more corners, because we're gonna get Okudah back. Okudah, he was playing good before he tore the Achilles. You know, he looked good in the preseason. So we're getting Okudah back. Amani, we got Ife, 3 guys. You know what I'm saying? I believe we'll be fine at corner. I don't believe we need to draft corners. Get Kyle Hamilton, pair him with Tracy Walker back there. Studs, absolute studs. It's gonna work. You flip Kayvon Thibodeaux for Aiden Hutchinson and Kyle Hamilton. And right now the Lions are slated to get Olave. Well, Chris Olave, the second best wide receiver from Ohio State, later on in that first round because of the pick from the Rams. So our 3 first-round picks, we get a starting wide receiver with Olave, we get that stud of a defensive end in Hutchinson, and we get Kyle Hamilton, a stud DB that'll be able to help lead this backfield, to lead the secondary. And here is the second option to what we're talking about. We get Aiden Hutchinson at 5. And then we get Garrett Wilson at 7. I know it's quite a bit of a jump from what he's supposed to go 16 and jump him up to 7, but we need offensive firepower. So if you really think about it, the Detroit Lions need, hey, I don't care. We need to go grab both of those guys. We need to go grab both of the Ohio State wide receivers. My thing is this. I am a man who is all about chemistry. I'm all about chemistry. I'm all about hometowns. I'm all about all of that stuff. I'm a very sentimental person. People think I suck and I don't know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. I don't care. But you see what's going on with Joe Burrow and what's my man's name? Jamar Chase. You see what's going on with that. You see what happened with Jared Goff and Josh Reynolds as soon as they got on the field together. Bomb of a touchdown. 2 wide receivers that already know each other. I feel like having those 2 in tandem will be very good. And then Amon-Ra in the slot would be very dangerous. We have both of those Ohio State wide receivers and Amon-Ra. I like it. We need talent. What else are we going to do, bro? Like, come on. It's great. And then, just for me pulling out the insanity card, hey, why not have both Ohio State wide receivers and Malik Willis? We not only trade back with the Giants, but we take Garrett Wilson at 5. We take Malik Willis at 7, and then we take Olave at 24. And hey, all's well in the world of Detroit Lions offense, because our offense is god awful. But no, in all seriousness, I mean, those are guys that I would be interested to see that we have our eyes on. Now, granted, I don't think we're getting Malik Willis at all because Brad Holmes did not have the squad out there looking at the Liberty game. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna do it. I don't think we're doing him or Kenny Pickett. It is what it is. But I definitely believe we do need to trade back. Trading back would be a very instrumental process into the Detroit Lions building. We should never say rebuild because we never built anything. Well, correction, we did build. Well, correction, the Detroit Lions did build something with the playoff team that Jim Caldwell built. It is what it is. But honestly, I don't see anybody else that we could possibly get. I don't see anybody else we could possibly get. I'm scrolling through this list. Ooh, Treylon Burks is right behind Olave. You can get Treylon Burks. There's a lot of guys that are up here. There's a lot of guys. And like I said, the more draft picks we get, the more Brad Holmes shines. The more that Brad Holmes proves why he's the guy. Why he is the GM that we got to lead us into the future. We are building this team through the draft. I need for all the Detroit Lions fans to calm the hell down. I need all the outsiders to shut the hell up. Because we know what we're doing. The Lions they're trying the best they can. But at the end of the day, that Thanksgiving game was not on Dan Campbell. Yeah, sure, there were some bad play calls here and there. Some bad play calls. For instance, where we could have at least tried to go. If anything, if we would have gotten into field goal range where we were 3rd and 32, we would have still won the game. We would have had to force them to score a touchdown. But he just was like, let's just run it. Let's not try to have Jared throw it, because we all know Jared's not gonna throw the ball. And let's just punt it downfield, because the defense has been doing superb all day. That's what happened. I don't necessarily think that was a bad call, but hindsight will always tell you it was a bad play call, because we would have won the game if we would have gotten in field goal territory. But it is what it is. Yeah, it was some questionable runs for sure that Dan Campbell had made, and then the crowd was booing like crazy. But at the end of the day, the offense could not produce. And by the offense not producing, the defense got tired over the course of the game. And by the defense getting tired over the course of the game, they started getting confused at the end of the game. So then they were like, wait, what play are we running? What play are we running? No, we're running this. No, we're running this. Then you have Aaron Glenn running down the sideline like a madman because he is all about having everything right on that field. And he noticed half of that field was not right. So he is screaming and yelling his head off for a timeout, which Brad Holmes did. I mean, not Brad Holmes, that Dan Campbell did not even call. And by Dan Campbell not calling it, but Aaron Glenn calling it, it then ends up as Dan Campbell's fault. He didn't call the timeout. It was Aaron Glenn. Now, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I'm honestly not worried about it at all. So, Detroit Lions fans, like I said, calm down. We're just fine. This is year one. What do you expect? This is year one of a brand new football team. Quarterback, gone. No wide receivers. Kenny Golladay was gone. What do you want? Hey, what do you want from us? This is a brand new team. Young guys, all across the board. Like, to think that a brand new football team would work is ridiculous. And in the comment section, I want y'all to tell me, what is a brand spanking new team from GM all the way to the practice squad? Everybody's new. Please tell me what team won. Please. I want you to tell me what team won. It never works in the first year. It never works in the first year of a new regime, for real. New regime from head to toe. This is not a hard concept to understand. And I understand Detroit Lions fans are scarred by the entire history of the team being butt cheeks. But I mean, it's 1 year. It's the first year. Just relax. Let Brad do his thing. And let me know what y'all think in the comment section. We just gonna keep that going. I'm about to watch this Pistons game. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace out.